Hello, Chad. How are you doing today? How's it going? How are we doing? Hello, Master. Hello, Carbon. Miss Ya Whirly. And Mira. How's it going, everybody? I'm good. I'm happy to hear that. Playing some Rain World. Oh, I love Rain World. Such a good game. I need to finish that. Started playing it a couple months ago. Actually, maybe a year ago. At this point, and I never finished it. How about me? I'm doing pretty good. I went to sleep a little bit late last night, so didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to. But I'm actually kind of vibing. I don't know. Kind of having a good time, kind of chilling, you know. Very excited to work more on this platformer. Yeah. Thank you, Rizaku. I appreciate it. Definitely finished it. It's becoming my favorite game of all time. Damn. Same with Animal Well. There's so many games that I know that I need to finish. Like, even like Blasphemous 2. Like, I still haven't finished Blasphemous 2. Yeah. In another country visiting grandparents? Oh, I see. I hope you have fun visiting your grandparents, Luca. Take it easy. A second, Chad? Alright. Will the Astralese body pillow ever be commercially available? We'll see about that one. There's gonna be a stream probably tomorrow trying to finish that up. Or not finish that up, but like do more progress on it. It is just taking a long time to get through things. As my wrists have been kind of hurting as of late. I haven't talked too much about it, but I hurt my left hand over the weekend. And I've had a lot of very sharp pain whenever I put a lot of strain on my thumb. Like whenever like I grab something or whenever like I do anything with my hand, it's a big sharp pain. And so building, it doesn't matter as much because I don't use my thumb at all. I'm just using my other fingers. I can just rest my thumb. But for drawing, I do actually like need my hand. And it does really, really hurt. And so because of that, I've decided to take a break and not really drawing this week as much. So we're kind of just chilling, you know, resting a little bit. And yeah, as soon as I start feeling better, then we can start drawing more. The village they're in is very rural and beautiful. Gonna take pics with my Minecraft plush. Hell yeah. I hope you have tons of fun then, Luca. But yeah, no, it's for now, it's not happening. Thank you so much, Carbon. I really appreciate it. I hope things get better soon. Oh, my tummy's hurting. I Emmy wanted me to taste something that she wanted to eat because she smelled it and it didn't smell super good. And so she had me taste it instead of her. And now my tummy's been hurting. So if I think she might have just food poisoned me, which is awesome. Um, so yeah, very much looking forward to that. What's the character? The name of the character? Her name is Hema. Spelled like this. And she's gonna be the main character. Okay, now we need to make another animation for the attack. So let's work with what we have. Hello, Sticks. How's it going? Oh. Is that better edit I'm using? Yes, I do have better edit. But for this, I think that's the. Oh, no, actually, no, it's better edit. Yeah. I don't think you'll get to see much of this arm. We'll see with like the cape. Or not the cape, but like the cloak. Yeah. I don't think you'll get to see much of this arm. I like when your titles have question marks, so I get to read them in an uncertain voice. I'm really happy to hear that, Featherman. Why not procedurally animated like Matthew game? I don't want to do that. It's that simple. I don't want to do that. I want to frame by frame animate. It's like what I like, what I enjoy. Will I end up making a design? We already have the design. He's here. Oh, be the boss? No, no, no. The boss has her own design already. far, Stove? How's it going? Welcome to stream. Yeah, this is the smear, which like doesn't matter right now that this is the post because this is just a smear. And then 140. Let's see how that flows in terms of the animation. It's 113, okay. They're like the bones. Yeah, right now these are just the sample references, so that we can test out the animations. So that way we can test out if the motion is okay or if like the movement is chill. Was it on 139? That's color ID. It was 139 though. And now we're just testing to see the flow of the animation before working with the final animation. Okay. So this is when we attack. So whenever you attack, I'll have to reconfigure all of this, but whenever you attack, I want to play the animation. So this is 97. Next three is 142. And they need to be spot ordered. So toggle on 139. And toggle it off. And toggle on 140. And toggle it off. Now this just be simple. There you go. So when you attack, that animation runs. Good. What was the name of the person you were streaming with last Wednesday? Last Wednesday. Was that when I was playing? No, it was last Wednesday. I don't remember what I streamed last Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wednesday. When was Wednesday? 16th. April 16th. Oh, I was streaming with Wick. She's a really good friend of mine. I'm pretty sure I was streaming with Wick. Okay, anyway. Let's finish off this thing. And this is okay. So when we're attacking, we are gonna stop. 97. We are gonna stop the idle and the walking. And the jump. Let's start with the idle actually. So 115, stop. Now we're also gonna stop 95. And we're also gonna stop 93. What is 112? Why are we stopping 112? Oh, we also gotta stop 112, you're right. 112. So the loop doesn't keep happening. And then after that, we also need to stop. I just have to jump animation. Okay. I guess it's 130 and 137. I'm sorry, Chad. I know that it's confusing right now, but it's because I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to do this. This is not a loop, so I don't need to stop it. I can just let the animation play. I need to stop. Yeah, I do need to stop this. When this starts, this is 116, 131, 117. 131, 117. Hey, got it. So that stops all of the other ones. And the attack takes priority. 7 days to animate a character. Get a lot of... First of all, sup, Pixel? Rude. Fucked up. Second of all, hi. Okay, I'll need to copy all of this eventually. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so it does the animation. Once it's done doing the animation, this is when it needs to, like, revert to the shenanigans. Okay, hold up. So all of this. It's just that now, because of the jump animation, I am... It's taking a second for me to figure all of this out. Also, I haven't spent 7 days on the animation, by the way. I've only spent like 3. It's just that this is the 7th day of working on the platformer. But in terms of the actual animation, I've only spent like 3 days so far. And it will take longer to like make all of the frames eventually. Okay, when this happens, (102) 143. Why does it not toggle it off? It's supposed to toggle it off. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that works, but for some reason this one doesn't. It's supposed to toggle it off. Like this one that is currently active is 140, and it's supposed to toggle it off. Why is it not toggling it off? $142. Font ordered. It's supposed to toggle it off. Okay, for some reason it's not toggling it off. How are we doing? We're doing good. How long it'll take to build the whole thing? Probably like a month or something, I would expect. Hello, Fox Games. I'm doing good. I'm stopping 97. And I'm not stopping 142. Oh, but that is stopping this. Is it because the animation doesn't have time to run? So if I like make it faster. It does, okay. It's because the animation doesn't have the whole time to run. That makes sense. How long is the attack animation? The duration of the attack animation? Well, it doesn't really matter actually, because I can just... Yeah, I can just do that. Okay, that's fine. No, okay, so this is where we have the item compare. We have two item compares. So the first item compare checks whether you're moving or not. So 12. Did I reuse the sim function? Actually, I can probably reuse the same exact item compare. There we go. Okay, good. Good thing I can just reuse that exact same function. Because this function basically says, if you're not moving, go to idle. If you're moving, go back to, like, moving. And now I need another item compare. This one is new. But this one checks the jump. So... that's fine. I can just reuse this function for that. How it goes? It's going pretty well. I'll show progress in a bit. Chat, if you keep asking me all for progress every 5 seconds, I can't progress at all. Hope you all realize that. I can have the animation of the attack last longer. Needs to be faster. Again, that's just a smear. Okay. I need to slow down the game. Okay. So we are moving. We jump. Okay. So let's, if we're landed and we do attack, we do the animation, and it's good. Returns back to neutral. If we're running and we attack, it comes back to neutral, and back to neutral, come attack, comes back to neutral. Okay, I do think it's a little bit long now, so I can tweak that again. $195. Yeah, because that way if you're running, attack, come back to neutral. Okay, nice. Okay, that works. That works. Now, here's the thing. Now, if we jump, currently it's not working because the system isn't done for that. But if you jump and you attack, it does run the animation, but it needs to stop like all of this. And so currently it doesn't stop any of it, which is fine. But I need to stop like all of this, except for like this. Okay, I'm struggling a little bit to figure out my triggers, but that's okay. All of these are... That's, okay, yes, this one being 138 makes sense, because this is its own... Yes, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Are the zeros and ones are the true or false values for different actions? Yes, they are. Should have put them in title boxes. They do. They have their own independent things. I'm not gonna go and put a comment on every single trigger. And I know what these triggers do. I'm just trying to figure out which ones activate which. Because you don't, there's no way for knowing that unless you like go into this. Chat criticizing me on my workflow, even though like it's perfectly fine. Like it works. Is you have what else can I say? Except like it works. Okay, it toggles off everything. Is okay now 94. I'm pretty sure 94 is the next one I need to stop. Like, I can't, like, debug correctly, because GD doesn't have any systems for debugging. And 130. Because 130 activates this. And then I need to check the falling animation. But that falling animation is 94. So it should stop it. It should stop this. It should stop 136. Okay, 136. Now what's 137? 130. This is 137. What does 137 toggle? Because none of this is 137. As far as I'm concerned. Okay, something here is 137. Is it this one? That is 137. Okay, so we also stop 137. Here, in here, we check if we're falling or not. Or if we're jumping, I guess. Because you can do the attack animation and then start... whoops, sorry. You can do the attack animation and then start jumping. And so you need to transition into jumping. So you need to transition into jumping or into falling or into landing. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. But now if you like jump and you attack, that does disable all of them. That's good. So if you attack and you jump, it does disable them all. And then if you are jumping and you're falling, it disables them all. And if you're jumping and you're landed... Okay, so landing doesn't matter. It's just the falling and jumping animation. Got it. Me when the job recruiter asked which programming languages I know, expecting C and Python, but I say fluent in GD level editor. And your monitor just arrived? Nice! That sounds cool. Okay, so now I need to check if I'm jumping. I mean, doesn't it really matter if I'm jumping? I can just always check and just do the falling animation no matter what. So the falling animation is 15. So now we're gonna check 15. And if we are falling... then just transition into 136. Actually, let's do a next free. It's 144. Let's just do a 144. If we are falling... Yeah, because I guess if we're... Okay, we'll have to do another condition. But this is fine. I guess we just... Here, do 137. And then 94. So if we're... Okay, that seems to work. No, that does not work. Oh, right. Okay, wait. No, you're right. You're right. Okay. It's just that the transition into the jumping animation can happen in the middle of the air. If this toggles 94, then whenever, no matter when, as long as you land afterwards, it works. It's a sys check. Is 1 equal 1? Actually, let me speed up a little bit the animations. The time. So this is one. This is one. I guess, but if I'm letting go, then I'm falling, so it'll check this one. So if 1 equals 1, that goes that too. Okay, let's try it. So if you attack, and in the middle of the attack we jump, it'll do the animation, and now we're falling and landed. Now what if we jump, and then we attack? Okay, it works. Oh, I see. There's a moment. There's a moment where both of these do not equal. There's a moment while the player is fully in the air, and if you check during that specific moment, if the animation ends during that specific moment, then we're fucked. Do you see it, chat? Like, there's a moment right here where both of them equal 0. Ugh, I'm trying to pause it at the exact time. Right here. Fuck. Before we start falling... There we go. They're both equal 0. If the animation checks during this time, neither of these will happen. And since we're not moving, if I do this, and the animation ends exactly during that time... Ugh. Okay. Jump. And the animation right there. No. It's like super precise. Because yeah, if you do this, and like you're in the middle of the animation, like it's fine. But if you do the animation, and then you let go before you start falling... Oh my god, it's so hard to do. It's actually so hard to do. I don't even know how I did that. Yeah, it's actually impossible to do. Like... Oh, I did it. Wait. Okay, so if we attack... God, I have to wait the exact frame of attacking. How do I check? Because this only checks if we have jumped. Yeah, I guess I can change this to an item, like a count trigger. $144 and 15. I guess this one needs to be 143. Okay. Spawn trigger, next 15. If item ID is 1, and then 144. Activate group. But now here's the thing. Is this multi-trigger or multi-activate? This is multi-activate. No. This is multi-trigger. It'll happen multiple instances. Because I guess... Alright, that's the dash chat. Wrong. Does it multi-activate? Because I guess this never gets toggled off. So it, no, yeah, so it is just multi-activate. Oh, I see. So yeah, if you are landed, if you do the thing and you're landed, that's when it breaks too. Okay. Yeah, because in this case, it checks this one. And this is equal to 0. And this is equal to 0. So why doesn't it do this one? I guess we can do this. Yeah, I guess we can do this. No, this needs to be 143. Is that it? So do the animation, and then fall, and then land. No, that still happens. Why? What am I doing right now? I'm trying to figure out the bugs that you can see. This is 15. Yeah, just do that. Just do that. Do that so that this is like tight. Okay, this should not have an issue. Oh, wait, idea. Okay, it checks if I'm jumping. If I am jumping, then proceed to toggle this on. If I'm not jumping, check if I'm falling. If I'm falling, check this. If I'm not falling, check if I've landed. If I've landed, if I've landed, do this. Well, no, actually, this should be 144 still. So, okay. Jump, and then attack. 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 Oh. Why did that not work? Attack. Oh, because I'm landed. Yeah, then in that case, you have this 147 and do 147. Okay. So I attack, jump. Okay, so if I attack, and at the end of the attack I jump, I go into the jumping animation. If I jump and I attack, I go into the falling animation. If I jump and I attack and I let go, okay. There's like this really fine line where I need to like let go, and it's like I don't think I can time it even with the time warp. I need like an even slower time warp. Yeah, like right there. It just goes back to default. I timed it perfectly right there, which is fine at that point. Like. Hmm. We'll do another check. That's the best way to do it. Okay, I guess that still doesn't work. Interesting. Why does that not work? Because that should work now. What's my favorite show movie? I think my favorite show... my favorite show... I don't know. My favorite show... That's a really good question. I think my favorite movie is... Well, it's not the best movie that I think it is, but it is my favorite movie. And it's my guilty pleasure. It's Baby Driver. It's a really not amazing movie, but it's like it's silly and fun. Damn, that is so precise. But like, it's only on the falling animation that it becomes an issue. Wait, why can't I jump anymore? Why can't I jump anymore? Oh, that was because this was never retoggled on. Because if this never happens, can't ever jump again. That's not good. It's 4 a.m. for me. Is that a problem? Please go to sleep. Please don't stay up all like super late. Okay, that makes sense because we stopped them, so we need to trigger them again. Hello, Pokebay and how's it going? Hypothetical chat? And we're gonna do this in a different copy, actually. I love the dash, it's so funny. stand stop, attack, come back, now you're falling. Why are you falling? That's simple, because you're triggering 137. Which is this. You're also triggering 94, which is this. So 94. 15 does not equal 1 in this case. That condition shouldn't happen. 2 is equal to 1, so the landing sequence should happen. But yeah, why does it do the falling animation? Or is it the jumping animation? Which one is that? It's 129. Oh, it's not the falling animation. That is the jumping animation. Maybe just don't trigger 94? Okay.
Stay focused.
So if I do this, and then I jump. Yeah, okay. Because this isn't getting triggered. Why is it not getting triggered? No, so I do need to trigger 94. Okay, so I need all of those conditions. Okay, got it. This does need to happen. But in this order. So if I attack, back to normal. If I'm moving and I'm attacking, back to moving. If I jump and I attack, landing animation. If I attack and I jump, okay. If I attack and I jump and I let go, it'll do the animation. Great. If I attack and I jump and I'm landed, gone. But it'll come back a second after. So if I jump and I attack as I start landing, it won't do shit. Because I've already landed, so it went through the landing sequence. I'm gonna create Exo Racer in GD. Do you have any tips and tricks you could give? I don't really know what Exo Racer is. So I'll need a little bit more advice when it comes to that. Saying EXO, I'm good. Okay. Attack, and then jump. Proceeds to do the jumping animation, and all works. Attack. Fall. Works. Attack. Jump. Let go. Goes back to neutral. This is fine. However, the moment that I attack, jump, let go. Okay. So there is a very small frame where you can jump and let go, and then I go back to neutral, but the moment you move, it'll fall back again. You take art commissions? I do. I have commissions open. If you look at the links in the description, you can find my Twitter or my B-Sky, and there's a post there showing all the stuff. It's like GD, but instead of constantly moving, it moves when you click jump. I see. I don't... Now you're stuck falling. Yeah, this one's the one that's causing me issues. So, here's the plan. If at any point I start falling, toggle that. At any point I start falling, toggle that. Okay, attack, jump. Jump, attack. Then I start falling. Yep, there you go. Perfect, 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 perfect. That works. Now the issue is now only when we land. Don't tell me you didn't add code documentation. No. It's very straightforward. You can see exactly what things do. This is what everything has a little category that explains what it does. And if you can't figure it out, that's on you. I will add more documentation eventually, but I'm the only person working on this. So like, as long as I know what's happening, that's all that matters. And it has already like really good tracking. Except for this one. For some reason this is needed. I still do not understand why I need to do this, but I need to do this. Most of the gimmicks are the same. In that case, it sounds like, to me, what you're describing, it sounds like you have a cube, and then the level, let's say, but the level doesn't move. And when you jump, the level moves. Like a certain amount. Is that what you're describing? Because, like, if it's not that, then I don't get it. Yeah, in that case, then you can have an event trigger. The event trigger checks when you jump. And when you jump, toggle on like a move trigger, and it makes the level move. That also works with the robot game mode. That just checks when you jump. And then that makes the move trigger move. So currently, the only one missing is the when you land. Which is fine. So if at any point... Wait, what? No, but I don't want both of them to. It's because for some reason, this isn't working. But it's 94, so like it should work. It should do the landing thing. Oh, wait, it does do it if I do it like this. If I attack here, Okay, that's not good. What did I do? Oh. Right. Oh yeah, that is the case. So if I'm... The count trigger, right? Count trigger just checks the next time that 15 happens. Five is when the animation stops happening. When the animation stops happening, it checks. It should check this one. And then that just goes and toggles that. But then checks this one again. You hold a certain amount, it jumps a certain amount. Oh, I see. I can't give you an easy, quick tips and tricks. In that case, you just play around with like a counter, like a timer or something like that, or like a counter that checks. Like, the longer you hold, the more it increases the counter, and then whenever you stop holding, then it stops the counter, and then you move it by like that amount. You have like a multiplier based function, and yeah. I'm not entirely sure. I'll help you with that one. It toggles off this one. It reactivates this one. And it checks. And it does this check. Yeah, that's fine. If you're that check does work, just as long as you're grounded. Why? Wait, why? I see. Okay, I think I understand what the issue is. I just have a spawn loop that moves the player, and I could put a collision trigger at the top that stops the player. When it key releases, it stops. Go to the drop state. If you want to, sure. That just seems like it'd be less consistent. Like it work. Okay, everything works except for the jump, and I don't understand why the jump doesn't work. Let me think about it. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. How do I figure out? Because I'm stopping the jump animation from happening. Okay, I got it. I have found a way to not want to murder myself. I will check if I'm falling. If I am falling, I will toggle 136. And 94. That's it. If I'm falling at any point, nope. If I'm falling at any point, it should always do the falling. Why is it not? Okay, that is because when I jumped, I was still not falling. Okay, what if I start jumping, and then as I'm falling, see, multi-activate. Oh, multi-trigger. What should I do multi-trigger? No, maybe not multi-trigger? Yes, multi-trigger. Multi-trigger and multi-activate. Oh, is that not it? Am I okay? No, I'm dying right now. Am I checking if 15 equals 1? Yes. The next time, 15 equals 1. This will trigger. Oh, I see. I do need it. So this is queued up. So this happens. Wait. So if I'm attacking, and as soon as I attack, I fall, why does it not trigger 140? 136. It checks that I'm falling. This should be true. So it toggles all of this. So maybe only trigger 136. No, it's still not triggering anything. Why? I am falling. I am falling indeed. Now that I'm falling, okay, I have an idea. For fuck's sake. Okay, I guess we're doing this. I didn't want to have to do this, but I guess I'll do it. Moving all of this up. So, what happens? Now we're gonna have a count trigger. Or a pickup trigger, sorry. This one's gonna be triggered by 94. So when you jump... Actually, let's make it 130. When you jump and you start jumping, you'll go to 16. And that means that you're jumping. The moment you start falling, so 136, you're gonna change because now you're falling. The moment you start falling, you're gonna change this into 2. The moment you start landing, it'll change this into 3. So now, we're gonna have an instant count here. It's gonna be 143. Gonna check item 16. If it's equal to 1, then you are jumping. So if you are jumping, toggle 94 and 130. So it checks at the end of this, and if you're jumping, it did not check. What is the... Okay, so right now... Oh, I see. If I do this, it stops 94. Maybe it shouldn't stop 94. Oh. Does that, like, solve all of my issues? No, it does not solve all of my issues. I guess these can happen outside of the... Is my profile picture an OC? No, that is an art from Saber Alter from Fate Grand Order, drawn by HXXG. I see. No, I see the problem. This doesn't update if it updates if I do it before. But I need to jump once. But if, for example, if for some reason I attack, if I attack before doing anything, then it never activates. So I need this system to function independently from the rest. Which, like, is fine in concept, but, like, not in practice. I guess maybe these don't need to happen? attack once to begin with. Oh, they do need to happen. Yeah. All of these need to be stopped. 136, 137. Actually, it's only 137 that needs to be stopped, is it? Yeah, okay. I see. So if 137 gets stopped, this cannot be enabled. Which means that none of these get triggered. These need to happen outside of the existence of this system. Okay, I can do that. It's annoying, but I can do that. I can just have a... Like, I can just have these exact same count triggers. So 145. Then this checks 146. This checks 147. Okay. Why am I not falling anymore? Oh, because I can click it again. So this has no other choice but to transition into this one. Like, this will always transition into this one. And once it does, I want to stop this one from happening. So 148. Okay, that's fine. So you can't jump again. The moment you start falling, you can't jump again. Until you land again. It's fine. So now if you jump and then fall, you can't jump again. And then when you land, now you can jump again. Okay, so that keeps track of the states perfectly. So now we can actually do this. So if you are jumping, toggle 94. Just toggle 94. Okay, can you toggle 130 as well, please? Or like, what are we doing here? 144. Oh, these don't have the group. Got it. Okay, perfect. Now, if this equals 2 instead, because this is, again, it's an instant count, so it'll check the exact frame. It'll check the exact frame. So if now it's 2 and 49. So now if this is 149, so now we're falling. So okay, that's perfect. 3 and then 2. Now if we attack, so now we jump, and if we attack, and now we're falling, it does that, but it doesn't do the ending, which is normal because 94 has never been triggered again. So we do check 94. Yeah, that's perfect. Now for falling, oh, interesting. So I don't need to do both of them. I just need to toggle one of them. Oh, I see. If it does that, it doesn't do the loop. So I can still toggle the same one. It's 194. 144, sorry. So now if we're falling, it won't do the animation. Like I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Or no, is that not the animation at all? There's a jumping one. No, yes, I do need it to do the next one. 49. I do want to do this. But why is it not doing this? Like, I want all of this to happen. Is this not 136? That is 136. It's because it's doing this one first, then this one. And then so this one has time to do that one. Toggles this one too. I'm confused as to why that's happening. Oh, okay, now it's not happening anymore. That's okay, because that's the landing one. The landing one hasn't been done. No, it seems to work pretty tight. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working before. Now, the landing. Now, if you're landing... Hello, Sphalix, how's it going? If you're landing... we have 150. So, now if you're landing, you do gotta toggle on 94 again. But instead, you're toggling also 99. The whole landing sequence. So, if you do this... Wait, no, so hold up. I need to wait until a lot more. That Oh my god, it works! It works! It works, it works, it works, it works, it works, it works. Okay, well, first of all, this animation does need to be way faster than that. Chat, it's working! It's actually working! Oh my god, I'm so happy! It's actually working. Here, I'll super exaggerate it just so that we can actually see it. All the animations transition into each other without any issues. And like when you land... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew one of them was gonna happen. Aha! Aha! So while it's doing the landing animation and you attack... Ah, interesting, interesting, interesting. Because this doesn't do that. There we go, that's fixed. Nope, not fixed. If you do it before you land, that's fine. But if you do it as you land, it'll still do this part of the animation. Or at least this part of the animation. Floor collision. So how do you do floor collision? So I have this thing, this little one, the checks one, and I have this, the checks if it's touching or if it's not touching. So if it's touching, basically what I'm doing is I apply a force downwards, and then I stop it. Yeah, that's it. I pause it. So I pause. So now it's not moving anymore. And if I disconnect from it, then I can reactivate it. It's very tricky. like the timing is very tricky. Obviously right now I have like the time warp, which like if I bring the time warp back to 1, like the timing is even more tricky. Because this is the actual time, like time scale of that we're working with. But you can see it. Do you also need to toggle off 138? Is that it? Yeah. Wait, that seems to work. It seems to work. That seems to work, chat. Now it's not happening anymore. That happened. I don't even know what happened then, okay? So... I'm gonna be honest, chat, I don't even know what happened there and why there was 2 of them. But I'm just gonna pretend I don't see it. Because, like, it fixes itself. Goodbye, so Alex, have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. We sinks a few bits into the ground. It sinks a little bit sometimes if you're, like, working really harshly. But, like, if the collision system is surprisingly pretty nice. It is, like, frame rate dependent, though, but... Okay, I don't understand what had happened there. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but that works. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know what's going on, but it works fine. Also, I have a feeling that, like, the physics are gonna be more fun if we, like, don't do them as fast. Like, you see, like, at this time warp, it's already, like, doesn't feel as strong. Because it does feel, like, very, very fast right now. Oh. Okay. Why? Why? Just why? Why? Oh, because it disables it here. It does need to re-enable it here. there's like one frame where you can't see it that it does that. So let me just do this like this. Yeah, no, it does need to be spawn triggered, like spawn ordered, and this does need to happen before that. Can I move it like this? There is one frame where sometimes, because of the way that this works, okay, well, whatever. This is good enough. I just fixed it! Okay, it was too fast. That's the problem, it was too fast. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I understand what that happened. Damn, that's a really tight timing. What happened is that I landed on the last possible frame of this being a 2, and so it transitions into this, but it doesn't transition into that. Yeah, I guess that is a thing that can happen, huh? Is this multi-trigger or multi-activate? I think it's multi-trigger. I see it now. I see it. Here's the thing, chat. This is why I playtest so much, and this is why shit takes so long to make. No, wrong button. Fuck. Can you see that? I need to... There's a specific timing. Of this. Yeah, so now there's gonna be one frame where the character disappears. This frame. It's fine, because I can just do this. Huh? Yeah, because in here it'll run it again. Got it. Breno, it would be nice if you didn't do that. This is like the third time that I've seen you send that. Please refrain from talking about stuff that does not involve chat. Okay, now that that's solved, we can do the final step, which is, basically enough, not the hardest one. Hmm. Okay. Welcome back, Noivern. It's good. It right now the only issue that I have is that currently if you attack, you can like go back and forth even though the hitbox is only happening in one direction. I think that the best way to do this is to give 42. Can we pause 42? And then resume 42. Can we do that? No, that still flips the sprite. This is not 42. Oh, this is 41. This is 42. I guess we can stop, pause 41. From happening? Maybe instead of 42? Is that it? Is that this track? No. The flipping of the sprite still happens. We need to pause and 41 and 42? No, that still happens. I guess pausing it doesn't do anything. No locking inputs. No, we can't lock inputs because that creates other bugs, which I've already solved most of that. Why does this not get paused? Excuse me. Hello? It's supposed to pause you. It's pausing, and then it resumes at the end of the animation. That's what it does. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not pausing at all. Like, it's completely ignoring the pause and resume. Like, they might as well just not exist. I guess I can give this, like, a new group? Or... yeah, maybe just give this a new group. 152. 152. 152. Can I do that? Nope. Ignores it. Alright, I give up for today on that end. Chat, we have an attack animation. And that's all that matters. Yay? I see. This is still not working. Again, there is one frame where these things can change from one frame to the other because of the way that instant count works. Because of the way that instant count works, there is specifically one frame of in between these where it switches between one and the other, and this gets triggered, and when you get to this, then it's actually at this state because of the way that instant count works. Is there any way to fix that? Probably, possibly true. I would believe that maybe using item compares instead of instant counts would work, and so I'm gonna try it. This just checks if 16 equals 1. And 144. If 16 equals 2, then 149. And if 16 equals 3, then 150. Make sure that everything's good. Just a time warp. Adjust it a little bit so that I can actually run it. Lower than that. I need to be able to see things. Always the feeling stays the same. I think I start to go insane. Same. I get annoyed, I feel like a toy. I can't move on, I always get destroyed, always get destroyed. Just looking for a thread to get me out of bed. Stop feeling the dread, stop feeling the dread. With me and you, something's gonna happen, something's never gonna happen. What it means to you, well, it could be completely different from what it means
tell you, they don't tell you this. You know you fuck up again and again and again. Everything's embarrassing, feeling gross and fucking numb. Beauty standards way too high. I have looking in your eyes. Are we gonna try? I just wanna feel your face. Baby girl is full of grace. Maybe the world isn't prepared, but baby I just wanna stare. But baby I just wanna stare. And play with our hair. Take pics in the mirror. Letting go fear.
I don't know, system seems pretty solid right now, chat. I can't deny that the system does look incredibly solid right now. Okay. Yeah, I guess the only issue that I have right now is literally just the flipping of the sprite. Which, like, for some reason... Because I'm pretty sure this is what flips the sprite. Right, if I don't do this, there's no sprite flipping. We're just moonwalking.
Every action has a consequence. How did I end up in this mess? Now all I have are thoughts to reminisce on. Why must it have come to this? Was there ignorance is bliss?
Like, even if I... You see that? Like, even if I attack... Like, it still does it, even though I'm stopping it. I'm stopping all of this from, like, happening. I know what I'm doing, actually, because this thing... It doesn't matter if I'm stopping it, because it's still getting spawn triggered. Is there anything else that checks the direction? It's only the attacks, right? It's literally only the attacks. Can I stop all of this? Or pause and resume? Can I pause and resume all of this? I wonder. That doesn't matter. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to deal with it. Am I using RPG to do this? What do you mean using RPG? I don't know what that means. She'd be like, why? Do you see that, chat? Like, the fact that it doesn't happen in the editor, but it happens in... It doesn't happen in editor, but it does happen in-game. And it's because of this, obviously. Why would that happen? I wonder, because it doesn't happen in editor, it only happens in-game. Oh yes, I am making. Not making an RPG. No, I am making a. I'm making a boss fight. An RPG is different from this. I'm just making a like normal time, like just a normal boss fight. Hello, original Electro Enjoy. How's it going? I'm clueless? No, yeah, I am clueless too. Because I know why it's happening. I know why it's happening. This is why it's happening. It's not happening anymore because of this. But an editor... I know why it's happening. I know what's happening. I have no clue how to fix it though.
It's a foolproof plan. I'm just waiting, memories fading, head in the clouds. Wanting change, but not wanting to change my mind. But maybe it's my time to go. Maybe it's my time to go.
You see it, chat?
Maybe it's my time to go. Maybe it's my time to go. Maybe it's my time to go. Doctor, doctor, I feel so even when I think I'm moving on, I'm stuck standing still. 'Cause these mementos of safety, I can't help but feel like I have no will of my own. Patience, patience, don't be so callous to yourself in these moments. This life is a balance. I want you to know that you're free to grow when your path open. Let it go. You don't have a plan. You're just as feral as you thought that you'd be when you left. Oh, you're
It's
just
this.
wasting time. Maybe it's your time to stay. You can't afford to be here any longer. You can't afford to be here any longer. You can't afford to be here.
It is this.
You can't afford to be here any longer. So I think it's my time to go. 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 I think it's my time to go.
Yeah, it is this one. Because everything else works. It's literally just this one. How to. Yeah. I mean, Chad, that's the reason why like I changed from GeoGamer 12. It just didn't really feel like it fitted who I was as a person anymore. And so actually it's just something that I'm way more happier with. As long as you're happy with it, that's honestly what matters. How do I fix this? My issue right now, Chad, is the fact that the falling animation is completely disconnected from the jumping animation and the landing animation. Hello, Sleep Tiger, how's it going? Is Joalo Pedro Place cringe? I don't think so. I think it's good. Okay, so this is fine. This one works, and this one works. The one that doesn't work is this one. And I know why it doesn't work. I just don't know how to fix it. Because it's disconnected. There's currently no check. There's currently no check to disable everything else, because it just does that. And I can't toggle 94, even though I need to toggle 94. Because if I toggle 94, then it will activate this one. Oh, wait, hold up. $153. $153. Unordered. $153. $153. Doesn't this stop 136? Yeah, because what if it stops it here? Well, I don't like spawn ordered. Not spawn ordered. Huh. I just do this normally. in the fuck is it doing that? Why the fuck is it doing that? Again, it's only an editor thing. It's only an editor thing. It's quite literally just an editor thing. Or not an editor thing, I guess. It's... Why? I'm not falling. Like, why is it going to the jumping animation? So I think that's the jumping animation. You're okay. How's it going? Sorry, Chad, I know I'm not saying anything. I'm actually really focusing up on this one so I can fix it. Okay, so obviously the issue is these two motherfuckers. The issue is not those two motherfuckers. I see. I see what the issue is. Oh, okay. I see what the issue is. The issue is the following. There's a couple of things here that need to be disabled at certain points. And I am only seeing the issue now. Right here. You see it? That means that this didn't pick up the pickup trigger. Does this pickup trigger? That means this pickup trigger didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? Very clearly because we haven't landed. Because it hasn't done the landing animation. But this has been spawned. So why can this not be spawned? You see what I mean? Like, chat, like, no matter what this is, 94 should spawn. Which means that this should trigger itself. Okay. It's here. It's if this equals 3. If this equals 3 at any point, for some reason, this gets triggered. And I am blended, so like why is it not triggering any of this? Re-enables that, and it stops that animation. It needs to happen like the next frame after. Yeah. I can see what the issue is. Not understand the issue. As long as this is 3. There we go, now we fixed it. Does it work in the actual game? I'm gonna be honest with you, chat, it works. And I'm kind of scared the fact that it works. I'm gonna make a copy of it. Because it works right now. It currently is working. I'm so scared because it's working right now and I don't really understand why, but it is working. You can attack while dashing? Yeah, you can. The dash is like just like this. Like the dash is just gonna be like a smear frame. So like there's no need for anything. It's just one smear frame that like will color the. It's just gonna like isolate the player. Like it is a very simple. It is very simple as literally just a pulse and like a an alpha trigger. Like that's what's gonna be. Or maybe will be a roll animation, but I don't know. I guess that works. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay, now we gotta do the same exact thing, but for the other attack animation. But I think, chat, for today, we are gonna leave it here. I know that, like, most of you might not understand why, like, it takes 2.5 hours to do one thing. And that's valid.
Coffee, coffee, brown and blue. How did I end up with you, my baby? My baby. Seal the door and feel the same. Kiss my favorite forehead till I'm awake.
Yeah, because right now, again, the only thing that I would like to do is that when you attack, I guess it doesn't really matter, because like the animation lasts so little that even if you move around, you don't really see the fact that like the animation like swaps around. As long as the visual effects is on one side, then I think that's gonna mask it. Okay! 2.5 hours to do the attack animation and set it up. We're getting better at it, Chad, though. We are getting better at it. It's becoming a bit scary, but we are getting a lot better at it. I wanna... looks so funny now. Oh, right, it doesn't turn it back on. There you go. Now it turns it back on. Alright, chat. We have a character that moves around with a spear, and then if you want to attack, you can just boom. Okay, the scene machine is done. I will get around to the animations eventually, but like for now, she just pokes really, really high. Which is like not too bad actually, because like I can just like take this and like rotate it around. And then let's move this one to the front. What's the frontmost thing? 20? Sure, let's move it to 30. There you go, chat. She stabs. She pokes. She does the pokey poke. Be careful, she will be dangerous. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, and then we have the wall collisions. I haven't checked. Can I still attack? I can still attack the walls, even though like it doesn't do shit. And then poke. Then we'll get around to the heavy animation. Poke, 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 poke. Okay! We did it! We did it! Here guys, we have enemy. Let me bring this back. You can hit the enemy and then the enemy loses health. And if you get hit, then you know, boom. Ouch. We can kill the enemy eventually. Just big stab, 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 stab. We'll have to like... She has... yeah, she has a lot of health. You are not dying. This is gonna be for showcase mode. Showcase mode will have an infinite amount of health essentially, which is this insane, ridiculous number. And then when you get like under 10, it'll reset it. Like you're for sure never getting dead in showcase mode. But in the real mode, you'll have 2 health and then you'll die. Kidding. Okay, nice. Okay, for today, chat, I'm gonna leave it here. That is 2 hours of really solid work. Glad that we got so much done today. Which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but every day we get 1 animation. So we got 1 day for the walking, 1 day for the jumping, now 1 day for the attack. And hey, guess what? Next up, the dash, the other attack, and then taking damage. And after we have all 3 of those, we have everything set. Now, since I've done this, this should be a lot easier to handle. And so, for example, for the next attack animation, I think it'll just be a lot of copy-pasting all of this and like reusing similar formulas. Like all of this will have the exact same thing. Like it'll be the exact same formula doing all of this, except that it just changes the sprite for animation. Because like essentially these 2 functions are the same. Actually, these 2 functions are the same. It just does a different animation. So it's like super easy to do. And then the dash animation, like we said, super easy. And then the damage animation should be fine. Because the damage animation is just like a... place some particles and then change the color of the layer. Like tint the color of the layer or something like that. So it's like, it should be actually really easy to do. If only the attack hitbox mirrored. No, the attack hitbox does not mirror. I purposely made it this way because I knew that somebody would like do like a what game has that? Is it Hollow Knight? No. You're gonna refrain from adding a damage animation? I'll add like VFX. But I don't want to have an animation. That is like an animation that like serves no purpose to the actual flow of the pacing. Unless like I actually like disable player, like if I take damage, then I like have the player like not be able to move for like a solid. Ah. All right, chat. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be drawing, I think, hopefully. And if not, then GG's. But in 2 days from now, we're gonna have big special stream, big special Arknight stream. We're gonna be rolling for PP, so we're gonna be doing that. All right, hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your days. Take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.